Hello everyone and welcome to class once again. Now, still on quadratic equations, in this class we'll be dealing with completing the square and the formula method. Completing the square and the formula method. So very quickly, we have the general form of our quadratic equation to be ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, right? Now let's talk a bit about completing the square first. Now in completing the square, we make our quadratic equation a perfect square. And how do we do that? First off, what we do is we make the coefficient of x squared 1. And how do we do that? We divide 2 by what? By a. So you have ax squared over a plus bx over a plus c over a. Then what do we do next? We have bx over a and c over a. What do we do next? Take the coefficient of x. Take the coefficient of x, divide it by 2 and square it. Now looking here, we have the coefficient of what? Of x to the what? B over a divided by 2, right? B over a times 1 over 2, b over 2a. Now what do we do? When we divided it by 2 and we squared it, how do we square it? B over 2a square, which is what? B square over 4a square. Then what do we do with that? Add it to both what? Sides. And then you have what? S square plus bx over a. Take c to the other side. Then you have plus b square over 4a square is equals to c over a. Now you can actually factorize this to give you what? X plus b over 2a square. If you expand it, this is what you will get. And so this is how we apply the completing the square method. Actually, when we solve this further, that is how we actually get our formula method. Moving on very quickly. Now, if you have met similar questions before, I know you must have done quadratic equations in your SS1 classes and for those in SS3 in your SS2 classes. So very quickly, moving on to this, you can pause the video and try the questions out yourself before you play again and then see if you are correct. Okay, solution. What must be added to x squared plus 10x to make it a perfect square? Now don't panic. This might look different from what I explained earlier, but it's actually the same thing. When you have something like this, what do? You check if the coefficient of x squared is what? Is 1. Is it 1? Yes. So we move straight to what? To the coefficient of x. So you just write what? X squared plus 10x, right? Now, coefficient of x is what? 10. 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. Now, 5 squared is actually what? 25. So we now have what? X squared plus 10x plus 25. So 25 is what needs to be added to make the expression a perfect square. Now let's try the same thing for the second question. M squared plus 3mn a perfect square. The coefficient of m squared is what? 1. So we are good to go. We go straight. The coefficient of n here is not 3, it's 3n. So we write 3n divided by 2 is equals to what now? is equal to the same thing, right? Then we square it. 3n over 2 square will give us 9n square over 4, or better put, 9 over 4n square. And this is what needs to be added. So we have what? n square plus 3nn plus 9 over 4n square. And this is now a perfect square. Now you have to factorize this. This will actually give you what? n plus 3 over 2 mn. No, n plus 3 over 2 n. m plus 3 over 2 n. Okay, so now I'll be solving this particular question using completing the square method. Now take note, this question might actually be solvable using your factorization method, but I just want to use completing the square method to solve it, so we know how to apply this method in case we cannot factorize. Now do take note. If you cannot use factorization method, you use completing the square method, the formula method, or the graphical method. Most times they are always stated, whether you should use graphical or completing the square method or formula method. Most times it's actually stated. But if you are solving, probably you are solving a question on a mensuration and you end up getting a quadratic equation along the line, most times such questions will be solvable by factorization method. You won't end up using quadratic formula most times to solve those kind of questions. Do take note. Now very quickly, we have x squared plus 4x minus 21 is equal to 0. What do we do first? Take this one to the other side. You have x squared plus 4x is equal to 21. Now the next thing we do is what? Check the coefficients of x squared. Is it 1? Yes. If it's not 1, you divide 2 by that. But now that is 1, you take the coefficient of what? X, which is 4, divided by 2. It will give us what? 2. You square it, it will give us what? 4. Then add 4 to what? This 4 now. Add it to what? Both sides. Not just to one side, to both sides. You have x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 21 plus 4. And then you have what? Now, x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 24 plus 4 is 25. What do we do? We can actually easily do what? Factorize this to give us what? X plus 2 square is equal to what? 25. Find the square root of both sides. You have what? X plus 2 plus minus 5. Why? The square root of 25 is actually plus or what? Minus 5. Do take note. It means x is equals to minus 2 plus 5 or minus 2 minus 5. It means our x will now be equals to what now? Minus 2 plus 5 gives us 3, and minus 2 minus 5 gives us what? Minus 7 as our final answer. And so this is how we solve quadratic equations using completing the square method. Very quickly, we move to the quadratic formula method. Now I'll be deriving it for us, and I'll be showing us how to apply the quadratic formula method. Now, deriving the quadratic formula method is simply applying the completing the square method to the general form of your quadratic equation. The general form is what? Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now do take note. Ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. What do we do to that? Let's divide the board here. Okay. Divide 2 by what? By the coefficient of x squared. So we can have the coefficient of x squared to be what? 1. Alright? So you have ax squared over a plus b over a plus c over a is equal to 0. Now this will give us x squared plus b over a plus c over a is equal to 0. Take c over a to the other side. You have x squared plus b over ax plus is equals to minus c over a, right? Okay, the next thing, take the coefficient of x, divide it by 2 and square it. Now b over a divided by 2 is b over a times 1 over 2 equals to b over 2a. Now when you square it, you have what? B, right? So add this to both sides now. Add b square over 4a square to both sides, like I just taught us now. You have s square plus b over ax plus b square over 4a square is equals to minus c over a plus b square over 4a square. Now factorizing this, you have what? X plus b over 2a all square is equals to LCM is what? 4a square, right? A in 4a square will give us what? 4a. Now times c will give us what? Minus 4ac plus b square over 4a square. Very quickly, you have s plus b over 2a square is equals to what? B square minus 4ac over 4a square. And then find the square root of what? Both sides. You will now have what? X plus b over 2a is equals to square root of b square minus 4ac over 4a square. Now this square root affects both the numerator and denominator, and it can be separated. So you have b square minus 4ac over root 4a square. And we can find the root of this one, right? And so this will give us x plus b over 2a give us plus minus b square minus 4ac over square root of 4a square is what? 2a. Okay, now collect like terms. You have x is equals to minus b over 2a plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. LCM is 2a, right? X is equals to minus b all over 2a plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. And this is known as quadratic formula, generally known also as almighty formula, although I don't see what's really mighty in this. It's quite simple. Now looking at the question on the board, we'll be solving this using our quadratic formula. Now take note, let me write it out for us once again. Our quadratic formula is what? X is equals to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac all over 2a. What do we do when we want to solve this using the quadratic formula method? First thing, compare. Compare the equation to ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And if the equation is not arranged in this form before, try to arrange it in this form. Once you have arranged it in this form, probably you have something like maybe minus 3x plus 15 is equals to minus 2x squared. You have to rearrange this and have this one come here. 2x squared minus 3x plus 15 is equal to 0. Now this is in this form. Then you can compare. For these two now, when you compare this to this one, your a will be what? Your a will actually be 5, your b will actually be 8, and c is actually what? Minus 2. Comparing this now with this one, a is what? 2, b is what? Minus 3, and c is what? 15. Take note of the signs in front of them. There's a negative sign, you put the negative there also. Do take note. Now, bring this formula down and substitute. X will be equal to what? Minus b, right? Minus b, that's minus 8 plus minus, open your square root, b square, that's a square minus 4a, what's a? 4 times 5 times what? C. What is your C now? C is minus 2. All over what? 2a. What's a? 2 times 5. Now our x will be equal to what? Minus 8 plus minus 8 square is what? 64. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times minus 2 is minus 40. Minus. Now, minus times that minus will give us what? Plus. Or better still, to break it down for us that have issues with signs, minus what now? Minus 40. 4 times 5, 20 times minus 2, minus 40. Right? Over 10. Now, x is equal to minus 8 plus minus, open bracket, 64 minus times minus is what? Plus 40 over 10. Now add it. Minus 8 plus minus 64 plus 40 will give us what? Root 104 over 10. Now x is equal to minus 8 plus root 104 over 10, or minus 8 minus root 104 over 10. Now if this was a perfect square, we could have easily gotten our answer. Assuming the root here was probably 9, we will now be having what? Minus 8 plus root 9 will be 3, right? Over all over 10, which will give us what? Minus 8 plus 3 is what? Minus 5 over 10, equals to minus 1 over 2, and something like that. So do take note, and this is how we solve quadratic equations using our formula method. You just need to have this formula with you, memorize it, and then compare it with the general quadratic form, and then find the value of your a, b, and c. After comparing, then substitute it in your general quadratic formula.